Always good. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Namaste Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Vindaya Namo Nama Pankajanabhaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanekaya Maste Pankajangre Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangam Langayade Girim Yakrivātamaham Mande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandamādhavam. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita as it is, reading from chapter 10, The Opulence of the Absolute. Today's verses 31 to 34. Verse 31. Pavanaha pavadamasmi Ramaha shastrabdamaham Jashanam magaraschasmi Srodasasmi Janvavi. Pavanaha pavadamasmi Ramaha shastrabdamaham Jashanam magaraschasmi Srodasamasmi Janvavi. Pavanha pavadamasmi Ramaha shastrabdamaham Jashanam magaraschasmi Srodasasmi Janvavi. Hare Krishna. Sri Maharaji, you can read. You can read the verse.
In the sound kittunnilla. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Read the verse.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pavana Bhavadamasmi Rama Shastra Brudamaham Shashanam Magaraschasmi Srodasamasmi Janavi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Of purifiers, I am the wind. Of the wielders of weapons, I am Rama. Of fishes, I am the shark. And of flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Text 32. Sarganam Adhyandascha Madhyam Chaiva Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadaha Pravadadamaham. Sarganam Adhyandascha Madhyam Chaiva Arjuna Atma Vidya Vidyanam Vadaha Pravadadamaham. Sarganam Adhyandascha Madhyam Chaiva Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadaha Pravadadamaham. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Sarganam Adirandascha Madhyam Saivaham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadadamaham. Hare Krishna.
Translation. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end and also the middle. O Arjuna, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Text 33. Acharanam agarosmi dandvaha samasigasya cha aham evakshaya kalo ataham vishwado mukha. Acharanam agarosmi dandvaha samasigasya cha aham evakshaya kalo ataham vishwado mukha. Acharanam agarosmi Dvandaha samasigasya cha ahamevakshaya kalo adaham vishado mukha. Yes, Vaikrimaji.
Hare Krishna. Aksharanam agarosmi dvandaha samasikasya cha ahamevakshaya kalo dadaham vishyadomukha. Hare Krishna.
Dataham
Dataham
vishado mukha.
vishyadomukha. Shatomukha. Hare Krishna.
Snigdhamaji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
sorry for late joining, Prabhuji.
It's okay. 2 days, see you last 2 days also. Last two
Yes,
classes.
yes,
You were
Prabhuji.
outside? You're outside?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You can
Om
read the
Namo
verse.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Aksharanam akaroshmi dvandaha samasikasya cha ahamevakshayah kalo dhata hing vishwato mukha. Meaning,
Yes.
Aksharanam of letters, Akaraha, the first, Asmi, I am, Divyavaha, dual,
No?
Dvandaha,
Dvandaha.
Dvandaha, dual, Samashiksha, compounds, Cha, and Aham, I am, Eva, certainly, Akshayah, eternal, Kalaha, time, Dhata, creator, Aham, I am, Vishwato Mukhaha, Brahma. Of letters, I am the letter, and among the compounds, I am the dual word. I am also inexhaustible time, and of creators, I am Brahma, whose manifold faces turn everywhere. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, actually, I thought you went for this whole week. This 2 week are holiday. By mistake, I thought.
No. I just gone to Bunan only for 2 days. That's all.
Oh, yes, Prabhuji. I will
Friday.
watch the classes. Yes, Prabhuji, I will watch in the group. I will watch the classes.
Okay, fine. So, text 34. Mrityuhu sarvaharashchaham udbhavascha bhavishyadam kirti shrivagnarinam smriti medha dvikshamam. Mrityu sarvaharashchaham udbhavascha bhavishyadam kirti shrivagnarinam smriti medha dvikshamam. Yes, Vaikrimaji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Mrityu sarvaharascha mudbhavascha bhavishyadam. Kirti Srirvakcha Narinam Smridir Meda Dridi Kshama.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Right. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Mrityuh sarvaharaschaha mubhavasya bhavisyatam kirtih srivakscha narinang smriti medha dhutih khyamaha. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Meaning,
Hare Krishna.
Mrityuh, death, sarvaharaha, all devouring, cha, also, aham, I am, udbhavaha, generation, cha, also, bhavishyatam, of the future, kirtihi, fame, sriva, beautiful speech, cha, also, narinam, of women, smritihi, memory, medha, intelligence, dhriti, faithfulness, kshama, patience. Meaning, I am all devouring death, and I am the generator of all things yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, faithfulness, and patience. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashlakhyam Chakshurunmelitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagada Mahyam Dadadi Swatpadandhikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Udavadagamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamstam Shri Rupam Sagarajadam Sagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Sadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalidam Shri Vishaganvidam Sam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagalpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhescha Kripa Sindhuvyeva cha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Pavanha Pavadamasmi Ramaha Shastrabdhamaham Yashanam Magaraschasmi Srodasamasmi Janavi. Of purifiers I am the wind, of the wielders of weapon I am Rama, of fishes I am the shark, and of flowing rivers I am the Ganges. So Krishna continues with his opulences, the most important ones, but that is also quite awesome. So many opulences, so many groups. And Arjuna is listening like anything, is with rapt attention, is enjoying this, the four that is coming from Krishna, describing himself, his opulences. So that relationship is very much established, you can see. Arjuna's intention was Krishna himself should speak about himself. And Krishna obliged Arjuna, and he's speaking from verse 20 onwards, his opulences. And in this verse, from 31 to 34, first he mentions about the purifiers. There are so many purifying agents in the world, but among all the purifiers, air is supposed to be the most important purifier. You can see that air, actually by function of air only, the water is evaporated. Although sunshine is also there, when air flows through this water, the evaporation takes place much faster. Then the foul smells you can see in so many places. You can see very dirty, foul smells. That is also carried away by air. And air helps in burning, in the sense that the fire, the oxygen content is added through air, and so the fire burns with more power, and so many things are purified because of this action. So air is supposed to be the most important purifying agent. And then he talks about Sri Rama. Now you can see there are so many groups here. Here the group is Shastrabdhamam, the wielders of weapon. Before that, Krishna was talking about Senanis. Senanis, army commanders. So in army commanders, Krishna is mentioning as Kartikeya as the greatest commander. But now when it comes to the wielders of weapons, he says Sri Ramachandra is the greatest wielder of weapon. because Sri Ramachandra is an expert in all weapons, and nobody can match the speed of Sri Ramachandra also. Sri Ramachandra has always used his weapons and power very judiciously, with a lot of discretion. He did not flash his power and weapons. Just like Arjuna also, you can see in Mahabharata, although Arjuna had lot of divine weapons which had occurred from Indradeva, and then very powerful weapon like Pashupatastram from given to him by Lord Shiva, and so many other weapons, deadly weapons. But Arjuna did not use even a single one of them in the great war. He has always acted under the command or direction of Krishna. So he did not use any of the divine weapons. Just like that, Sri Ramachandra also limited his, although he has got vast sources of weapons, he limited very few weapons only. Only those weapons which were needed for the occasion. In some purports of Vishwanath Chaturthi and Baldev Vidyabhushan, Rama is taken as Parashurama also. Parashurama is one of the Shakti Avesha Avataras and is empowered Jiva. You can see in all the groups, only Jiva, empowered Jivas, and then other objects, powerful objects, groups. I've mentioned, not directly expansions of Krishna. So anyway, Rama or Parashurama, they are both very expert in using weapons, and they are representative of Krishna. Jashanam Magaraschasmi. Of fishes, I am shark, because shark is supposed to be the most dangerous of all fish. It can attack on the shore also. It can attack in the deep seas also. It can capsize big size boats also. You have seen some movies. The shark is so powerful that when he dashes against a boat, the boat will shatter into pieces. Such is the power of shark. And in some Hindu temples, the drawings, you can find that this Magara is actually a mixture of a lot of animals, not a single animal, not a single animal. Jaws is resembling a crocodile with very pointed teeth, scales of a fish, the tail of a peacock, the trunk of an elephant, eye of a monkey, and tusk of a boar. You can find, if you see a picture of Magara, there's a combination of many parts, many limbs of many animals. Anyway, he's supposed, when the aquatics of the fishes, Magara is supposed to, the shark is the most dangerous and is a representative of Krishna. Srodasa must be Jahnavi. Of the flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. So Ganges, as we know, has emanated from the toes of Vamanadeva. When Vamanadeva ruptured the covering of the material world and his toes entered the spiritual world, the Ganges, what was in the spiritual world, started flowing from the toes of Vamanadeva and descended into the material world. That's how the Ganges came to the material world. And since its origin is spiritual, its nature is also very spiritual.
Yes.
Sometimes,
Prabhuji,
yes.
when in Vaman Avatar, Brahma from his kamandalu, he just pour water on the feet of Vamana Deva, then Ganges came out, I think. I read somewhere.
That is there also. Some places this is mentioned as that also.
Yes. In
But
Satyaloka,
basically, but Vamanadeva is considered the avatar of Krishna, who is responsible for bringing Ganges to the material world.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Because in that story also, the connection is with Vamanadeva only. Isn't it? Brahma washed the feet of Vamana, no? That's what
Yes,
you were
yes.
saying?
Yes, Prabhuji. His feet
So,
reaches the Satyaloka. It crosses, it reached the Satyaloka.
yes.
Then Brahma came to wash his feet.
Yes, in the fifth canto, you can see this in detail.
Yes, Bhagavatam. Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Bhagavatam's fifth canto. So it is very purifying, and sometimes we find that in present day Ganges, so many impurities are there. So many dead bodies are floating. So dead bodies are half dead bodies, are half burnt dead bodies. It is thrown into Ganges, and so many dirty things are thrown to Ganges. Even though so many dirty things are still in the Ganges, put in about many polluted things, still the Ganges retains its purity. If you fill a bottle with Ganges water, even after many years, you can see the water is not turned unpurified, or the quality of the water is not destroyed at all. So such is the purity of Ganges, and that Ganges is a representative of Krishna. Sarganam Adhyandascha Madhyam Chaivaham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vadaha Pragadamaham. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end and also the middle. O Arjuna, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. So earlier in the 20th verse, Krishna said that I am the end, beginning, end, and middle and end of all the living entities, Sarvabhudanam. That's the difference between 20 and 32. Aham adishcha madhyamscha bhudanam amda evacha. Aham atma gudagesha sarvabhudashe sthidaha. Aham adishcha madhyascha bhudanam amda evacha. Of all, meaning of all, beginning, middle, and end of all living entities. So there we have understood that this is the three incarnations of Vishnu, which is basically called Purushavadara, Karanashaya Vishnu, Garbhoshaya Vishnu, Chivashaya Vishnu. Karanashaya Vishnu, you can see, is carrying the sum total of the Pradhana, and then Garbhoshaya Vishnu is holding the multitude of the whole living entities, Samasta Vyashti, and then Chivagash Vishnu, the individual entity. So all the living entities, the beginning, middle, and end is Krishna himself in his incarnations as a Purushavadaras. In this verse, Krishna is mentioning the beginning of creation, Sarganam. Sarganam. Sarga means creation. Creation is taking place with the 24 elements. So these 24 elements is actually coming from Krishna, from Pradhana. But the creation of these 24, of the 84 lakhs of bodies or species is done by Brahma. So he is a creator of the species, which is technically called Visarga. Sarga is actually creation of the elements, and Visarga is utilizations of Visarga of these elements. Using these elements, Brahma is giving shape or giving forms for living entities to occupy these bodies.
Excuse me, Prabhuji. In
Yes.
Bhagavatam also, the things are there, no? Sarga, Visarga,
Yes.
Ishanukatha, and
Yes.
all. So here,
Right.
Sarga and Visarga having the same meaning, I think.
No. Sarga is original creation. The exists
Creation.
start from the elements. Elements
Yes,
is
yes,
coming from Pradhana, and Pradhana is the energy of Krishna.
yes, Prabhuji.
So Brahma is using these elements and creating the forms. Brahma is not able to produce these elements. Elements are coming from Krishna only. So that is a sarga. Then visarga means using this element. So there's a difference between sarga and visarga. So here, the beginning, which means creation, is done by Brahma. The maintenance, middle portion is called the maintenance. Maintenance done by Vishnu. And the destruction, the end, is done by Lord Shiva. So these are it's called the Gunavadaras. Brahma represents mode of passion. Vishnu represents the mode of goodness, Satvika, Satoguna. And Shiva represents the mode of ignorance, Tamoguna. So all the creation, there is a beginning time and there's end also. So it is happening all over again in cycles. That's why we see the worlds coming to being existence, and after the lifespan of Brahma, everything is destroyed up to Satyaloka. There are some partial destructions also at the end of one kalpa. At that time, all the planets up to Swarga are destroyed. But after the lifetime of or lifespan of Brahma, the whole planets, entire 14 planets are destroyed. So that destruction takes place when the fire is emanating from the mouth of Anandashesha, who is lying at the bottom of the Garbhodaka river, also ocean, and Garbhodachai Vishnu is lying on that bed of Anandashesha. And from Anandashesha's mouth erupts all the fire, and that is manifested through the eye, the third eye of Shiva. So basically, people's understanding is that the destruction takes place when the fire emanates from the third eye of Shiva. But this origin of this fire is from another Shesha only. That's why Krishna says, I am the origin and the beginning and the middle and the end of all the creations.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. But Kshirodaksha Vishnu also in Ananta Sesa, no? Sesanaga?
Yeah, that is in Kshirosagar. So Ananda Shesha, he is also expanding to accommodate all the Vishnus.
Yes.
Karnoshai Vishnu is also lying under Shesha in the Karna Uttaka ocean.
Karan Sagar. Karan
Sagar.
Ocean. Yes.
So wherever Vishnu is a expansion of Naga, and you know this, we know that this Ananda is an expansion of Balrama.
Yes.
Vishnu's are expansion. Of course, there is Vishnu is also coming from Sankarshana only, who is an expansion of Baldev. So these things are very, very in detail, in much detail is given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You not find so many details in Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures, but you find it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. All those avatars, you can see the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. In that you find so many ideas. Of course, it is taken from Chaitanya Charitamrita only. So, Adhyatma Vidya Vidyana.
But we have to read the English version of that because that Chaitanya Charitamrita very difficult to understand little bit.
Yeah. It's better to always, even all the others, this scripture, Bhagavad Gita, also, it's better to read in English because Srila Prabhupada has given the purport originally English only. So in translation, sometimes some quality will be missing. Some clarity will not be there. So among the knowledge, so knowledge is categorized into 14 in Vishnu Puran. Vishnu Puran is mentioning this. Angani Vedas Chatvaro. There are 4 Vedas and there are 6 Angas of the Vedas. 4 Vedas we all know: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. And there are 6 Angas. Angas means limbs. Siksha means pronunciation. Chanda means meter by which the verses are constructed. Vyakarna is a grammar. Nirukta is a meaning or dictionary. Jyotisha is astrology, and Kalpa rituals. So these are the 6 limbs. So 6 plus 4, 10. And then you have Nyaya, which is authored by Gautama Muni, sage Gautama, who is one among the 6 sages, contemporaries of Vyasadeva. So there were Jaimini, Kanada, Gautama, Ashtavarka, Kapila, and Patanjali, 6 sages. And Gautama is the sage who has written elaborately on the Nyaya. This means logic. So Nyaya is a, and then you have Mimamsa. Mimamsa, there are 2 types: Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa. Purva Mimamsa is concerned the Karmakanda section of Vedas, and Uttara Mimamsa is a Jnanakanda, which is Upanishads. So Mimamsa 2 types, and then Nyaya, so 10 plus 1 plus 2, 12. Then you have Dharma Shastra. Dharma Shastra, basically there are 20 Dharma Shastras, but grouped into one. You have Dharma Shastra written by Parashara Muni, Katyana Muni, Yajnavalkya, Vyasadeva, and of course Manu. Then we have 18 Puranas. So there are 14 branches of knowledge: 4 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 14. Apart from this 14, there are another 4 which are also connected to Vedas, like Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva, and Arthashastra. Ayurveda, we know this Ayurveda only. Then Dhanurveda means martial arts. Gandharva means dance, songs and dancing. And Arthashastra, political science. So these are also another 4. So total there are 18 branches. But among the branches, it's a spiritual Adhyatma. Adhyatma is most important because it concerns solely on the soul only. So among this, Vedanta Sutra is considered the topmost Vedanta, which has 4 chapters, 4 parts. The first part deals with Brahman, and second part connection with Brahma, and third part is how to attain Brahman, the process by which Brahman is attained, and the fourth one is the prayojana, the benefits. I mean, ultimately we realize the Brahman. So this is described as Sambandha Jnana, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Sambandha means connecting with Brahma, establishing a connection first, understanding that we are from Brahman only, so trying to connect with Brahma. Abhideya means the process by which Brahman can be realized. So that is basically bhakti only. And finally, the prayoja means a real attainment of Brahman. So this is basically Vedanta Sutta is all about. So Vedanta is the Adhyatma science, and Adhyatma science is Adhyatma Jnana is considered the best Jnana, which is the presence of Krishna. And then among these debates, Vada is the best. There are 3 types of arguments, you can say: Vada, Jalpa, and Vedanta. Jalpa means trying to establish our point of view while refuting the other man's view. Vedanta means simply refuting other person's view. He will not be trying to establish his own view. Whatever you speak, he will say negative. He will oppose it. And third one is Vada. Vada is the real one, which is trying to seek out the truth, establishing the truth. So all the debaters, famous debaters, Shankaracharya, Ramanacharya, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all that, they try to establish the real truth by Vada. But among them, we can definitely say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the best person, or best debater, because when he established the truth, the opposing parties very happily accepted it. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can find two instances when he's debating with the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and he's debating with the Prakashananda Saraswati. Ultimately, both of them accepted the Bhakti mark and very happy, and then became disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is his Vibhuti. And the 33, verse 33, Aksharanam Akarosmi Dandvaha Samasya Cha Aham Evakshaya Kalo Dhatanam Vishudomukha. Dhataham Vishudomukha. So among the letters, A is most prominent. The Shruti says Agaro ve Sarvavak, Akaro ve Sarvavak, because A is there in all the letters. In Sanskrit, A is called A, Agara. In English, it is called A. It is also the vowel and consonant. In the 5 vowels is the first. In many languages, we can find that it is A is the first letter. Dandwa Samasya. Samasa means a compound. Compound means combination of 1 or 2 words. Combination of 2 or more words, sorry. 2 or more words, combination. That is called Samasa. In your real language also, is the Samasa is there, Mataji? Be there. In all languages.
Yes, Prabhuji, it is of 6 type.
6 types.
Bahubrehi samasa, yes, Prabhuji. Dvanda
Yes.
samasa, bahubrehi samasa.
Maha,
Yes, Karana, yes.
Dvanda, Mahavrihi, Tatpurusha.
Tatpurusha is there. Yes.
Then Dundu, something that is also there.
Digu.
Digu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So why Krishna is says that he is a Dandwa means in all the compounds, either the first word is given more important rather than the second, or the second is given more important than the first. Sometimes these two Dandwas, the two compounds, he is giving a different meaning. Like for example, Avyai Bhava, the first one is given more importance, the first word. Like Adhyatma, the word Adhyatma. Adhyatma means Adi Atma. The ruling one, that which is ruling the Atma. Adhyatma means that which is ruling the Atma. So the Adhi is given more importance than Atma. So it is Adhyatma. In Tatpurusha, the second word is given more importance than the first. Like Gunatita. Guna is the first word. Atida is the second. So Atida means crossing or overcoming these gunas. In the 14th chapter, you'll find Arjuna is asking the symptoms of a gunatita. So in that word, Atita is given more importance in Tatpurusha. In Bahuvrihi, for example, Mahabahu. Maha means great, Bahu means arms. But the real meaning is it indicates a powerful person. But in Dandwa, both the words are given equal importance, like Radha Krishna, Rama Krishna. Both are given equal importance. So that's why Krishna says, Dantwa, among the samasas, Dantwa represents me only. Aham eva akshaya kala, inexhaustible time. Inexhaustible. Kala is always there. Even when Karnavashaya Vishnu is sleeping in the Karna Saga, this time is same. Except the time in spiritual world, the time although represents in present is present there, the destructive nature of Kala is not there in Vaikuntha planets or spiritual planets. The destructive nature of Kala is present in the material world because the whole creation is within the frame of the time. So all the creation, maintenance, and the destruction takes place in the frame of Kala. So that is why Kala is called inexhaustible. Dhataham Vishado Mukha. Among creators and the Brahma. You can see the creation is a very fabulous process. It is mind-boggling actually. We have experience of our scientists creating something, but it's nothing to be compared to a creation that is done by Brahma on the instruction of Krishna. It's awesome actually, the creation. How all these things came into being. So that is why Brahma is considered the most intelligent person because of his ability to do his creation, understand what is creation all about from Krishna completely, and doing it for Krishna. So Krishna says that Brahma is my representative. And then the last verse, 34th verse, Mrityu Sarvaharashchaham. Mrityu is destroying everything. Mrityu Sarvaharashchaham. Ultimate destroyer is Mrityu. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 22nd chapter, which is about material elements, the 24 material elements. Whole chapter is devoted for these material elements. And verse 39, 11.22.39, he said, Vishaya abhiniveshena natmanam yat smaret punaha jando ve kasijit edo mrityu atyanda vismrudi. When the living entity passes from one body to another, why it is passing from one body to another? Because of Vishaya abhiniveshena. Because of this his tendency to enjoy, the living entities helplessly thrown from one birth to another, one from body to another, which is created by his own karma, because he becomes absorbed in pleasurable and painful enjoyments and sufferings. And when he passes from one body to another, he completely forgets everything about the previous birth or previous body. Natmanam yet smarit punaha. He will not be able to remember anything of his past life. Jandove kasijit kar. Because one reason for another, he is transmigrating from one body to another. And therefore, Mrityu is called Atyanta Vismriti. It is called the death, ultimate death, which destroys all memories. So depending on one's karma, you can have a very healthy body, very beautiful body, or an ugly body, a weak body. You may be born in heaven or hell, whatever it is. But wherever we are, there will be pleasure and pain in all births. But when you pass from one body to another, in order to enjoy and suffer in the present body, according to the present karma, the living entity completely forgets. The whole memories of his past life. You can see in Bhagavatam mentions and Bhagavad Gita also Krishna mentions like this. Bhuni me vedidani Janmani Tavarchuna Vedaham Sarvam Nattum Veda Parandava. In verse of the 4th chapter, the 5th verse, Krishna mentions that. Vedaham, sorry. Bahuni me vedidani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veda parandava. Me and you, both I and you, have taken many births. I remember everything and you don't remember anything. So in both Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam mentions this very clearly. Mrityu sarva, it is very mentions that Mrityu atyanta vismriti. Vismriti means forgetfulness. But you find in so many, and I mean, when you open this Google or so many stories about one person remembering so many things about his past lives. But as per our science, it is not acceptable. So many stories you will find that person, oh, he was born in such a place, his father was there, he was married to this woman, he is married to this husband, and so many stories you find. Ultimately, this person, nobody knows what is what this person is doing. For some time, he may come to prominence as a person who has have memories of his past lives, which according to our science is not possible. So Krishna says, Mrityu sarvaharshaham ulbhavascha bhavishyadam. Ulbhavascha bhavishyadam. Generator of all things yet to be. So in this material life, you can see the 6 changes which we have mentioned second chapter. The living entity in the material garments undergoes through 6 changes. Jayade, asti vardade, vivirimanyade, avakshiyade, and vinashyadi. Takes birth, jayade, vardade, increases, asti, remains for some time, viparimanyade, produces some offsprings, avakshiyade, dwindles, and finally vinashyadi, destroyed. Whether you are talking about one plant or small plant, or you're speaking of a human being, these 6 changes of the material body is common to everyone. So in this sequence, birth, jaya, the birth is the first, because by birth, the suffering in the womb of the mother is come to an end. The living entity in Srimad Bhagavatam is describing how the living entity is suffering so much in the womb of a mother. And when finally he comes out of the womb and takes birth, it is supposed to be a moksha, a relief from this great pain. So Krishna says, I am the Ulbhavascha Bhavishyadam. And then Krishna is talking about the 7 qualities of a woman, or rather a feminine. These qualities are basically feminine gender. Kirti, Shri, Vak, Smriti, Meda, Dhriti, Shama. 7 qualities. So Kirti means fame. Fame means spiritual fame. As Srila Prabhupada was saying, who is the most famous person in the whole world? Spiritual master only. Spiritual master is the most famous person. So fame means spiritual fame. Shri means wealth in the areas of dharma, artha, and kama. Or it can also mean beauty also, physical beauty, Shri. And Vak means cultured language or cultured behavior. It is called samskar. We call is a person well cultured person, good cultured person means his behavior is very refined, very civilized. His usage of words is also very nice. He doesn't speak vulgar words. So which means that this person is situated in the mode of goodness, sattvic. So that is Vak. Smriti means the power of remembering things which he has experienced. One who has experienced something in that life, when he remembers that is called Smriti. And Meda, intelligence, is a power to understand the meaning of the scriptures. It is not a material intelligence. Material intelligence means persons having so many material intelligence can understand so many things about so many branches of science, chemistry, physics, computer science, whatever it is. We always call a person intelligent, the IQ and all that, when he's able to show his displays intelligence in matter of learning these sciences. But actually, in real meaning, Medha, intelligence means one who can completely understand the meaning of the scriptures. That is Medha. Dhridi is a power to extinguish agitation when it comes. We are always agitated by one thing or another. Agitated by kama, agitated by krodha, agitated by lobha, agitated by moha, so many illusions and so many these six things always keep on agitating us. Nobody is free from that. But the second or the minute agitation comes, if you are able to control that, that is called Dhridi. If you are able to extinguish the agitation when it appears. So that for that you need to be very alert. That alertness in immediately extinguishing this agitation is called Dhridi. But most of the times you are not able to do that. Especially when you're dealing with persons, when you're dealing with situations, sometimes we may not be able to control our agitation. But every equipoised person, Siddha Prajna person, he can very easily do this. And Shama is a power to remain unchanging in the presence of joy or sorrow. Equipoised. So these are the 7 qualities, and actually, and these 7 qualities are also names of daughters of Daksha. 5 of them. Daksha has got 24 children, and that 5 are Shri, Smriti, Medha, Dhri, Shama. Shri, Smriti, Medha, Dhri, Shama are the daughters of 5 daughters of Daksha Prajapati. Kirti, Kirti, Smriti, Medha, Dhri, Shama. Kirti, Smriti, Medha, Dhri, Shama are the 5 daughters of Daksha. Shri is a daughter of Bhrigu Muni, and Vak is a daughter of Lord Brahma. So all of them are daughters of these Prajapatis, and so they are the presiding deities of these qualities. So that is why it is basically understood to be feminine. And Krishna says, they are all my representative. So we can see that so many, whenever you look at, this is the idea of explaining the Vibhuti of Krishna, because the constant remembrance of Krishna, the constant remembrance of Krishna. So wherever you look on, whenever you see whatever it is, you can easily correlate it to Krishna. That is the best benefit you can understand from the Vibhuti Yoga, study of Vibhuti Yoga. Everything is connected to Krishna. That's why Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabha matta eva pravartade. So this is easily understood in Krishna consciousness. Only a Krishna conscious person can really understand the vibhutis that is mentioned by Krishna in all these verses. And we are very fortunate to be in Krishna consciousness because of the costless mercy of Srila Prabhupada. If Prabhupada was not there, I don't think we'll ever understand these things. Or if we are very fortunate to follow Srila Prabhupada. If you look at our ISKCON recipients, how many persons are in ISKCON? At the maximum 10 lakhs, or maybe a 1 crore or 2 crores at the most. There are 800 crores of people. and out of that, two close, maybe two or something around are fortunate persons. And for us, it's for us only, we have to improve on our Krishna conscious persons by meticulous study of the Shastras, the books of Srila Prabhupada, and constant practice of chanting. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any clarification? Okay, Snigdha Maji can render.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladalaadaine. हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः शिलटङ्कानखालाये इतो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह बहिर्नरसिंह हृदयेर्नरसिंह नरसिंहमादि शरणं प्रपदे तब कर कमल बरे नखमद्भुत शृंगम दालिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगम केशवधृत नरहरि रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरहरि 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 जय नरहरि जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओम ब्रह्मीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्यु नमाम्यहं जय नृसिंह श्री नृसिंह जय जय श्री नृसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्ममुख पद्मभृंग ओं ब्रह्मीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्यु नमाम्यहं जय नृसिंह श्री नृसिंह जय जय श्री नृसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्ममुख पद्मभृंग ओं ब्रह्मीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्यु नमाम्यहं जय नृसिंह श्री नृसिंह जय जय श्री नृसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्ममुख पद्मभृंग सर्व विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंह भगवान की जय।
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिंधु भयवच पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
नंदगुड़ी वैष्णव वृंद की
जय
प्रभुपाद की
जय।